3 verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
There's a reproach, man. Why want some of them reproach it? Niggas, speak. You see me? Redskin. Because so them really call the Native Americans them. You see me? That's why them have the logo on them shirt and them shirt. But you don't know, say, yo, we not get called a byword and a proverb, man. You see me? That means, right? You understand.
And to be subject to payments.
What do we do? We're subject to payments. All our bills them. One thing we have to pay that, man. Because it's not free. You see me? Them say, yo, a man asks, Yahushua asks, say, yo, how are the servants then free? You see me? Bigger than the ask. After they done this ask. 1 and 6. 4 and 6. This is 1 in a Baruch area, this is 1. No, we did sing first 1. Or it'll be 1. 4 and 6. 4 and 6. You have it?
I can't use the word.
Yeah, be right now. You read over that back here in the Baruch. That's the first one, so you can find it.
This is Baruch chapter 3 verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments.
Alright, I can list out some of them payments. So we don't have no light bill for pay. We don't have no water bill for pay. Income tax and a mortgage. Like say, mortgage. And right now, the system we are coming right now, when you can't go evade on the taxes, man. You see me? When you can't go evade on the taxes, so what are you going to do? When you can't evade on the tax, when the so can't show, when you look at wire them, and the wire them. For thief light. So we're not going to do it at these times, man. People have put smart meter on the place. When you don't even have an idea what come, man. Just finish up that and make sure you have it. You have done. Finish up that.
According to all the iniquities of our fathers.
And the word iniquity, the iniquity does mean sin upon sin, man. You see me say talk about the sins of our fathers, man. And we are our fathers coming back in the reincarnation, man. You see it? What?
Which departed from the Lord our power.
Alright, look at this.
Anyways, this is the book of Matthew chapter 17 verse 24. It says, and when they were come to Capernaum, they that received tribute money came to Peter and said, doeth not your master pay tribute? He said, yes.
He come and ask Peter a question, man. He asked him if the master pay tribute. What?
Right? He said, yes. And when he was come into the house, Yahushua prevented him, saying, what thinkest thou, Simon? Of whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute?
So I ask basically, who the kings of the earth are going to tax? You see me? That is the question being asked. So who the king of the earth are going to tax? Go on.
Right? Say, of their own children.
So I say, of their own kin, meaning of their own people.
Or of strangers.
Or of strangers. Go on.
Peter said unto him, of strangers.
So they say of strangers, man. So for sure, so we're not free, because we're saying about this, so we are subjected unto payments, man. You see me?
Continue. It says, Yahushua said unto him, then are the children free.
So it said, then are the children free. So how we are going to get free? When Yahushua send Yahushua come crack them clouds and deliver back in our lands, man. Them time that we are going to be free, because them nation here are going to subjected unto us to pay us tributes, man.
Right.
You see me? Make this up. Go on,
This is Baruch chapter 4 verse 6.
Done.
Ye were sold to the nations.
And who sold us to the nations, man? You see me? Because the Lord tell us that because of our iniquity make him do this unto us, man. Go on.
Not for your destruction.
So yeah, when I get sold unto you heathens for destruction, man, it's also for punishment, for correction, man. You see me? Go on.
But because ye moved Yahweh to wrath.
Go on.
Ye were delivered unto the enemies.
And who are our enemies, man? The scripture says we were delivered unto our enemies, man. Who are our enemies? Because do the running back, man. Jump God 28 and 60. What?
For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to Yahweh.
Until this day we are sacrificed to devils, man. Where the signs of the one back of gods, man. You see me? Until this day, we people them are look unto these gods to deliver them, man. You see me? All of them from Baphomet, Buddha, Jesus Christ. You see me? The Mecca. You cannot go before a rock, but look, deliver us from a rock. Selassie, them man come out here and tell us that he's not God. But our people choose. Our people choose to believe that this man a God, man, because them create them a God unto themselves. King Tut for them so-called conscious and unconscious people, man. You see me, all of them gods that them look to deliver them, but in the times to come make sure that them save them, man. You see me? Oh, you there?
One of the curses that people say, wood and stone, or people are serving wood and stone. And it fulfilled, because a lot of people in Islam are Muslim, or whatever them call it. That the worshiping that stone, over metal. That's prophecy fulfilling.
No, read.
But it tells you what that's about.
Enemies and prophecy also say, in a time of trouble, turn unto these wood and stone when I worship now. So these false God we want to love now. In a time of Jacob trouble, we just look for help from them. You have a
What this?
No, you have very first. I think I put something.
You want this?
Okay, we see. Read about that again.
This is Baruch chapter 4 verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh to wrath.
Gone.
Ye were delivered unto the enemies, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to Yahweh.
As the scripture says, man, forsake the fountain of living waters, man. Because you know broken cisterns that cannot. Them are broken cisterns, man. You see me? Say something.
Yeah, God, the scripture say, we shall deliver you to the enemies, or we soul unto the enemies. Or him deliver with the enemies. Now what our enemies do? Give us Christianity. You know what I mean? Christianity is one of the biggest deceiving force of our people. Then Christianity give you Jesus Christus, which is Serapis Christus, which is a Greek god. Christianity give you that, man. Then and who's responsible for that? The so-called white man. Because in slavery, that's what them bring to our people. Then them give what? Then them form other gods by themselves, Selassie, for example. Saying so you're delivered unto your enemies and your enemies, because our people fail to actually realize
that these heathens are
that
enemies,
these heathens, the other nations are our enemies, man. Them fail to admit that, or them can't see it, because them have a style, them say, look how far we come as a people. But you cannot forget what the enemy to our people. You cannot forget slavery. You have so-called educated people. You forget slavery, it was in the past. No. The reason why our people is so dumbed down now is because of the trauma that slavery did to you people, man. The reason why your people are so stupid is because of what slavery did to you. The psychological effect of slavery is still playing out on you people, man. See? So you can't forget that. See, the so-called white man do that, so you can't forget who your enemies.
No, them not forget Holocaust, them not forget 9/11.
9/11, they say never forget 9/11.
Right, them say never forget 9/11. So why should you forget? Why should they tell you to forget? You know what I mean?
Because them dumb you down, man.
Right.
You see me? Bigger way out.
Alright. This is Jeremiah chapter 2 verse 27, saying to a stock, thou art my father, and to a stone, thou hast brought me forth, for they have turned their back unto me, and not their face. But in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us.
So that are Israel, man, right now. Any man that say God jail, the first thing them God jail, anytime them in any little trouble, them start crying on who? The Lord will save them.
Right.
Even if them don't know the Lord name, man, the scripture said them have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Them look towards the Most High for deliver them, man. But why not look to him for deliver you before the evil days is at hand? You see me? Why you look to him when what? When problem and trouble catch up. You see me? Yeah, man.
But where are thy gods?
Say, Lord, I got asked you, we're Selassie there, we're Buddha there, we're so-called Jesus Christ there. You see me? Lord, I got asked you them things, man. I'm going to call and tell them to make them man deliver on you, man. Go on,
God. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? let them arise if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble.
So them say make them arise, man. So we are going to see if them God are really a power, man. You see me? It's telling us another apocrypha, say even upon the idols of the Gentiles, judgment are going to pour out, man. You see me? So them nothing want to do, you're not going to stop the judgment of the Lord, man. You see me? So we are going to...
So like the idolaters them, the ones that will follow them, the most I have, I go put only to death along with, you know, all on the hope. You know what I mean? Because you trust in idols. You trust in a rock. You know what I mean? You trust in the blood of Jesus Christ. And you trust in all of them false God, false doctrine. Because Jesus Christ is a false God. Jesus Christ is not his name. Jesus Christ is Greek. The real name of the Heavenly Father is in Hebrew, or the Heavenly Father's Son is in Hebrew. You should learn that, man. So if he was a Hebrew, how could his name be a Greek name?
Right.
You cannot translate name. You know what I mean? So that falls right there and then, man. And these are the things our people supposed to know, because our enemy has fed us lies. So they're supposed to learn these things when I tell you these things, man. See? You're supposed to know. You're trying to go back to your roots. You know what I mean? So you don't subscribe yourself. You already subscribe yourself to these false gods. So in the time of trouble, they are going to be put to the test.
He says they really can deliver, man.
And when he might destroy anybody who believes in them false gods, man, the most are going to destroy you.
That's right.
See?
With your idols.
With your idols, man.
So that you put tell us apart and say to you, say yo, you have times are come, you people are get proven, and your gods are get proven, yo. Them say yo, a time will come for people who believe in a God, won't believe that there's a God. And who don't believe that there isn't a God will start to believe that there's a God, yo. That's what will happen.
For according to the number of thy cities or thy gods, O Judah, wherefore will ye plead with me?
And I say, oh Judah, you Benjamin's not part of that talking, man. Because now the southern kingdom, man. So when you hear Judah in the scriptures, it's talking about the southern kingdom. You see, when you come in Jamaica, you have all type of philosophies. You see me, Muslim, Rastafari and Christianity are the two biggest witchcraft for them put on people them out here, man.
Right.
You see me, for our people them dumbed down to this so-called white man society, man. You see me, who are going to come out and come, so?
Right, yeah.
Who are going to come forth and declare about what the works of Yahweh Shimi Oshai, man. You see me, I'm assuming I can get that way. I'm begging this for sir.
So the book of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14 verse 7.
Done.
For blessed is the wood.
14 and that. 14 and 8.
Slack it. 14 and 8. But that which is made with hands is cursed,
Done.
as well it as he that made it.
Done.
He because he had made it.
Go on again, my
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14 verse 8. But that which is made with hands is cursed, as well it as it that made it.
So lift up about them idols that are Baba Pasha. You see me? All of them gods yeah, made with hands. You see me? All of them made with hands. Read that again, huh?
But that which is made with hands is cursed.
Says that which is made with hands is cursed. Go on.
Right? As well it as he that made it.
So them who made it, them cursed too, man. Go on.
He said he because he made it, and it because being corruptible, it was called God.
So it's being corruptible, it was called God. So anything out of so when the people look at and worship as God, we're not going to get judged for that, man. And most of them destroy them idols to me. Right?
Say, for the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike, hateful unto God.
So that are the main thing, man, where people have a problem with your Abba Shimi or Shai, man. You see me, that are the main thing with our people, man. You could have come in any other name out here, man. I just see a big masses out here. But when you come in the name of your Abba Shimi or Shai, I be a skin of face and scarfers, man. You see me?
Think about Uncle D, man.
Go on, you see me?
Sweet syrup is scriptures.
Go ahead, out.
Right? Say, for the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike.
And not for the people in the world and feel like we're not ungodly, man. Once we not worship Yahweh Shimi or Shai, we're not ungodly, man. Right. You see me? And that's the conclusion, right, man. So no matter how much you feel like we're not do good, we're not ungodly in the sight of Yahweh Shimi or Shai. One?
They will commit adultery, skip from man to man, man from one woman, one next man woman to one next man woman, and still lock it down Bible in the pocket and say, oh, Almighty, me say, I'm blessed. Oh, I'm blessed. You know what I mean? But when you get put to death, the family say, oh, you know, say, why you do a good youth? But you never know, say, you may have broke the last. You never know, say, we have broke the last and no man perish being innocent.
But good in whose eyes?
Yeah, good in whose eyes? Good in, I say, all
have skin sin and come short.
no man, a man good in a pure, say pure.
All the ways
heart.
of a man is
Clean
clean in his own eyes.
own eyes, man. So you only clean in your own eyes. You know, you're not clean before the Heavenly Father. See? In the Heavenly Father, you're just a slut that gonna get destroyed. In the Heavenly Father's eyes, you're just an adulterer and our adulteresses that gonna get destroyed, man.
How much more them? Because the Lord said all righteousness is as a filthy rat.
man.
So how much more them when I adhere to the words of the Lord, man?
You have woman there with 100 man. And still
Different bills.
Different bills. And so she holy, man. So she holy all.
To wipe it her mouth.
Yeah, God.
God.
Right? Say for the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike,
God.
hateful unto God.
God.
Say for that which is made shall be punished together
With that.
with him that made it.
One.
Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation.
So yo, even upon the idols them, man. To show you how the Lord terrible, man. The idols them now no force in them, and the Lord still like a judge them. You have a scripture that says, is the Lord angry at the sea and the land? Just so the type of destruction where the Heavenly Father can bring upon the earth, man. You see?
See me? Read that again.
Go on.
He say, for that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation.
They say even upon the so-called idols, man. So we have to select it.
Majority of them idols they was basically introduced to our people by Gentiles. For instance, the Rastafarian movement. The Rastafarian movement was introduced to us by the Hindus, them, man. You see me? And the scripture tell us, yo, them people, the scripture tell us, yo, them that basically join and disobey the laws of the Heavenly Father shall be cast out and become as a heathen man. So you have people in our nation because them follow them things, them are going to judge likewise as the heathen, man.
2/3 are going to get put to death like the heathen, man.
Right?
You see me?
See?
Just that alone and just the elect are going to get delivered, man. You see me? The scripture said if the righteous be scarcely saved, how much more when the people want to walk off of righteousness, man.
Right?
You see me? Beg away from me there, Baba Kasha.
This is Jeremiah 16 and verse 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress, my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit.
Right.
Verse 20, shall a man make gods unto himself, and they are no gods?
Yeah, matter of fact, beg this in a psalm, sir. The gods of the nations are idols, Baba Kasha. What will you? Beg it in a psalm, sir. Read that again, where you put in this gun for? Where does it go? Where does it go? Yeah. I'm going to say, and just you carnal niggas, I'm the man Bible me attack him sword, you see?
Jeremiah 16 and 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. Verse 20, shall a man make gods unto himself, and they are no gods?
See, I never have to take up the idols times again, man. Shall they make gods unto themselves, which is no gods? See them here? And what? And them are the heathen them this. The heathen them worship these gods, man. They tell you in Deuteronomy 4 and around 18 or 19, say, oh, the Lord give over all of the heathens them to worship all the gods of the earth, man, the moon and the stars. But unto Israel is fame portion. You see me? So Israel not fear follow after these customs, man. He say, yo, go not after the ways of the heathens, man. So yo, the Lord already declared, say, yo, we're not for go after these things, man. Zach, did you have a precept? Go on.
This is Psalms 96 verse 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
So that is the scriptures. The scripture says all the gods of the nations are idols, man. You see me? And what But one of the biggest idol the man them in Jamaica worship, man. Woman. You see me? The man them, woman are the biggest. First thing for you have married a woman, you have to go down for your knees. I want to get that from. That's a madness, man. Right? You see me? That's madness, utter madness. If you go marry a woman for you up on your knees, man, you're a king. A woman for there bow down to you, man.
Can't.
Right.
You can marry him.
That's right.
That's how it go, man.
But the system condition you for believe otherwise, man. You see me? Read that again, Babakasha.
For all the gods of the nations are idols.
So that the scripture's clear and to the point, man. All of these gods on worship are idols and I'm not going to deliver you in the time to come, man. You see me? Go on, finish it off.
But the Lord made the heavens.
That's what? The Lord made the heavens, man. You see me? And it's a reason why we in the condition where we are worship these gods, man. Beg you Deuteronomy 28 and 48, man.
Alright, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So who send our enemies then against us, man? The Lord. Because what? We go against his words, man. It's the same said our enemies against us, man. One.
In hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
They say in hunger and in thirst and in all nakedness, man. When we are come over here upon the slave ship, them, what I'm toast, man, we're there in the slave boat, a piece and a shit from one another come over here, man. You see me, and them must chew off, man off of the ship and shark and eat the man, them, man. You see me, but we can't not do history, we don't look up shit, we don't understand, man. So the scripture say in hunger and thirst, and they might go put a yoke of iron upon the neck, man, which talking about slavery. You see me? Go on, huh?
Alright, cool. Just to bring out the definition for idol from the Merriam website, it's a greatly loved or admired person, a picture or object that is worshipped as God.
American
as a God.
Idol. You know what I mean? When we can come and see this, I mentioned that one of the biggest idol of people basically worship a woman. And that I go back to the whole Queen Ceramystic,
Queen of Heaven worship.
When them try put out the Bible about this whole Mary thing, yo, or this immaculate conception.
It's not big.
You know, they don't know what's in the Bible. Remember when you know, them must say, yo, blessed is the woman that bear.
Get it,
yo,
Right? Blessed is the womb. Yeah, man, finish it, man. It's a, just read the last part. A picture or object that is worshipped as a God.
I mean, half of the time I make us see the idols them over there, so already, man. You see me? I can't feel.
Yeah, American Idol. You know what I mean? All them celebrities that were people have become a fan of. You know what I mean? People that go to the limit, to the level where they want to drop down against them, yo. That's how crazy the thing gets. Look how people used to be for Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? In Trent Club in that crowd, people got totally idiot. That's it?
People are crying.
Yeah.
People are crying.
So, they know them are doing this whole movement of Babylon and push. You know, them are push all of this jugus pan because them are trying to get us to go off. So that they can basically get judged.
Yeah. This is Luke 11 verse 27. And it came to pass, as he spake these things, a certain woman of the company lifted up her voice and said unto him, Blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked. But he said, Yahushua said, Yea, rather, blessed are they that hear the word of the Most High and keep it.
Yeah, because it's not about, because no people like to say, yo, look here. Oh, your mother been here for 9 months or what the frig? The Most High make her do that, yo. You know what I mean? Yo, alright, you go about pretty then. Fuck, she can't get pregnant without you, without a man passing in seeds into her.
Right.
You know what I mean? So people have a thing the wrong way. This emotional standpoint where them come from, I say, yo, woman being 9 months worth of pain for you, and child labor one of the wickedest pain ever. So because of that, you're supposed to basically just worship her.
But the scripture says so shall get delivered in a childbirth.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we not say that's an honorable thing for a woman to give birth. But that means she's supposed to praise her. She not God. You remember the woman in the book of Maccabees, what she said? you don't know how
them coming in home.
Coming out home, yo.
Alright,
Why if a girl was supposed to be praised like how them man are praised woman, why she just go to home and say, baby, and just have baby?
You remember precept, yeah. This is Genesis 3, man start at 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
Right.
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
Right, the most I multiply sorrow in thy conception, yo. Because now our sorrow is not something we're supposed to glorify, but a reminder that look here, you fuck up.
Can.
Is that what I say? He fuck up, yo.
Yeah.
And that's why every woman I bear the pain when they bear today.
Good. And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Right.
Yes, he said the world upside down right now. Right. You see me? Because I said the desire shall be unto the man. But right now the man them desire that to what? To serve in the woman, man.
Right, so them take on for them actually get praise. For them actually get praise for something where them take on to themselves. Oh, 9 months. No, but that's something you take on to yourself. It was your fault, man. See? You, Skipper say what? Adam wasn't deceived, but Eve was deceived being in the transgression. He said what? From the woman, from the beginning of sin, and through her we all died. So you cause it, man. See? So if you have here that, it's not so much to be glorified. Yo, as they asked earlier, if your woman bear a child, it's marvelous, man. It's something good, it's natural. You know what I mean? But when you're gonna put idolize what she do, how much months she go through if you bring you in, no. You know what I mean? That's something the repercussion for your sins that, man. See?
It's like I just see why Eve them out of order right now, because man, them have them in the wrong place. Right. So them have them as a god. So them walk and just boldly and do all kind of wickedness. Right. And feel like, okay, why? Because niggas have put them up on a pedestal.
Yeah, well, the word God mean power, yo. Right. What power a woman have? You know? Pussy power. And as brother said, that's what I said, brother, you know the video where the man say, yo, the pussy who can hold out longer than. You see what I say? Because they must have the need to, for one. So if man has become more in control of their own lust and desire, and make them know that you look here with royalty, then they see how easy the woman bow down to you, yo. You know what I mean? But
woman look for power.
Right. You see, yeah, woman are attracted to power. Because she has a power within herself, yo.
She's just growing up on Esau right now. Right.
She has a power to it within herself. Her independence that she push is not because of her coming up with this idea that look here, we need to be free. Or we need to be sluts, walking up and down the way we want. It was given to you by all the so-called white man. The white man is responsible for you people, for your power or your so-called power that you think you have now. I feel money you spend. When you say the money have no more value again, it has no more value. I feel work, I feel plantation you go on, the work, just like in that back then of slavery. You know, when them say, alright, look here. We're going to basically do that, they call it, that's something one, Willie Lynch thing. Where they basically going to turn the slave them against each other, yo. They give some power, yeah. They give some power, or give some better living condition, and make some, you know, that basically you can destroy the whole thing. With them, what they used to do, they used to, what do you call it now? They used to do things to basically make the man have a lesser value himself, yo. Show that he not the power, yeah, lowest, yeah. You know what they used to do? They used to get the strongest man, you know what I mean? Time to one horse, and the next part-time bar to the next horse, and make the horse them go different way. You know? The set where they were in a prison now, where they used to rape the man in prison, I mean, they look for, you know?
They might be submissive right at that time. When you get a woman, if every man know this, when you get a woman, the time when she come more submissive to you, when you start sleep with her, she stop act up, she start humble herself and show you respect. If you're a real man, you see me? I have to put that out there to me.
That's what they do, them sodomize the man them in front of the woman and things. The woman in there say, you look here. them man and the powerful basically do, you know, deliver we, you know, so here what man them I work with. That's what I tell us, say, yo, look here, today them I tell us straight up, say, yo, hey, niggas ain't shit.
Niggas ain't shit.
Crackers is everything, yo.
Niggas ain't shit.
You know what I mean?
Stop being the white man for everything.
Hey, but we don't want to be shit. When we fuck, we don't want to be shit, yo. We don't want to be the shit.
Kings,
we want to be royal men. Because very soon, they're going to recognize that we are royal men, yo. They're going to recognize that the most time because precious and that's... Find a precept for me. Yeah, we want a precept.
Yo, Zach, remember the precept say, cheese that is my enemy. Shall see it?
Isaiah.
Memory bank.
Find a
This is the book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God?
Say, yo, even some of them women, them feel that through them not talk